Recording in progress.
All right, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Wadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you who are out here out there. Push the doing the work that Yahweh has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. One is the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, and Shalom. It's your brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashmi Hawashah to do what creators do, man, and that's to prophesy the death, downfall, and destruction of America. And to also tell this man Esau that he's going down and the kingdom of heaven is going to be established for us forever, according to what the Most High has promised. So what we're going to go into now is Job 20, and we're going to start at verse 4 to let you know what is about to be the outcome of the so-called white race. You see? Which are the Edomites, according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Right? Book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite before a moment?
Keep on. Yes. That's exactly what it is, man. The triumphing of the wicked is short. The wicked being who? Esau, Edom, so-called white race, beginning with their elite. Their triumphing is short and but for a moment, man. You see, because they have it in their minds that they're about to rule forever on this planet Earth, and that's not the case. Esau is going down. You see? The triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite. And that's what Esau is, man. He's a complete hypocrite. You see? He tries to hold you up, hold you to his type of standard of living and what's right when he does nothing that the Most High says to do, man. You see? Everything the Most High said you're supposed to do in righteousness, Esau does the complete opposite. He pushes it, promotes that in the earth as if it's right, and then he tries to judge you according to his law system, man. And it's completely off. But this man doesn't have much time to rule, man. You see, he's about to be taken out of the way. So our Lord Yahweh Shai can reign, man. Y'all, anybody holding precepts?
No, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. I don't.
What you got?
It's the book of Nahum, chapter 1, and verse 3. The Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So right here in Nahum 1 and 3, it tells you the Lord, he ain't going to acquit the wicked. He's not going to let them off the hook. Esau's getting ready to be repaid for all his wickedness, man, and it's hypocrisy.
That's right. That's right. You got it?
Job 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
And that's what's about to happen, man. You see, he's exalted beyond all belief, man. And he feels like he can never be taken down. But as the Most High has told us, let me see. Let me see. Because this man, he doesn't think that he can be touched. This is Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And this is Esau's spirit, man. He doesn't think he can be touched. He doesn't believe that the Most High can bring him down. This man is so fucking lifted up in pride, he's going to try to fight against Yahweh Shah when he returns, man. Do you understand how prideful you have to be to fight against the Son of the Most High? You see, who's been given all power in heaven and earth? This man is on a complete power trip, man. But guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to bring you down, man. You see? Let's get this real quick. Verse 4 says what? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring you down, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. There it is. This is the outcome of the so-called white race. You are going down. You see? You're not going to rule on this planet forever. You're not going to establish a new world order under the spirit and vibration of Satan forever on the earth. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is about to bring you down to establish a kingdom where it dwelleth righteousness, man. That's what's about to happen on the earth. Nothing other than that. Somebody over?
I got man.
Y'all bring out your
Second Thessalonians 2 and 3, just to go in on how wicked this so-called white man is. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So the man of sin is, and the son of perdition is that wicked Esau Edom, because the proof is right here, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And now he's on this power trip because he really thinks that he's the Most High. He thinks he's the end all be all of life on the earth when you're not, man. You're not, because what? Oh man. Oh, let me get that real quick. You got some more now?
I'll jump to 6 just to. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So that's what we're living in his time. This is the dominion of the so-called white man, the Edomite.
Mm-hmm.
And what's happening? The prophets are revealing was the truth, that he is the wicked.
That's right.
See?
That's right. Let me get this real quick. Ezekiel 28 and 1. It says, what? The word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus. Now this represents Esau now. Now listen to what the Most High says. Thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am, and I see, and I am a God, and I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man, and not the Most High, though thou set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. And this is the spirit that Esau is in. He believes that he is, man. We was just talking earlier before we all started the lesson. These GMOs, that's Esau doing what? Trying to alter the Most High's creation. Because when the Most High created everything in the beginning, he said what? The Elohim saw it, that it was good, and that was the end of the whatever day.
With his AI, he thinks he's even greater than the Most High. I don't remember which brother posted it, but there was a scientist or somebody talking about the technology, and he said, well, you have, we believe we have more wisdom than even the Most High, because we create, he dealt with organisms, organic things.
Ferrari, that nigga.
Yeah.
Ferrari.
But we come up with the technology with these AI, these robots that they're about to unleash, and they put in their head that they actually think they're greater than the Most High.
And you hear when they talk, they say what? Oh, there's no need for God. Jesus Christ is false news. We know his name ain't Jesus, but they're basically saying the Messiah is false news. We don't need God. We don't even need women to have children anymore. We can do it in incubators. We can do this. We can do that. They're taking everything the Most High set up and said was right and trying to do away with it, man, because they really believe that they are the Most High on the earth, man. They believe that they're God.
That's why Ed0ms is the most wicked nation on the planet, man.
But it says what? The joy of the wicked, the joy of the hypocrites is but for a moment, man. You motherfuckers are going down. Trust and believe. Y'all holding anything else? What you got?
I don't know if the brothers have anything.
What y'all got over there, call y'all?
I got Proverbs 21, verse 12. The righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but Yahweh through his son Yahushua overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness.
That's right. That's right. And that's exactly what's about to happen. You're about to be overthrown. This is all we read in the scriptures, man. How the wicked is going to be overthrown, how the wicked is going to be taken down, how the wicked is coming to an end. You never read anything, you don't read any type of positive outcome for the wicked in the Bible. Nowhere, man. You see? It always talks about how the wicked is going to be taken down and cast down and brought low and brought into desolation, brought into destruction. How the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. That's what Edomites he's talking about, man. These are the feelings that the Most High has for you. When you go through these scriptures with the proper understanding, you see, you motherfuckers only have one fate, and that's to be destroyed and cast out of the power seat, man.
Right. I got one more. Verse
You got it.
13. Whoso stoppeth his ears at the cry of the poor, which that shows you it's talking about the wicked that are ruling. It says, he also shall cry himself, but shall not be heard. An example of that is, that Jake that just got choked out on the subway. He was the poor begging for food, and you got that Edomite that fucking choked him out and killed him. And that man became rich for killing that Jake. There was a GoFundMe, and they said it was the biggest collection of funds in history, of their history of being open. You know what I'm saying? So that shows you the wicked are ruling, and the poor are the Israelite.
What you got, you call?
I got Hosea chapter 10, verse 2. Reads, their heart is divided, now shall they be found faulty. He shall break down their altars and shall spoil their images.
Which it says they forfeit the throne through their wickedness, and their wickedness is as rust, the iron rusted, and that's what's happening. Esau, his wickedness has corrupted the earth so bad. Now his kingdom is also corrupted. He's weakened the nations, as it says in Isaiah, that he's weakened America now.
And he's so wicked, with his technology and stuff like that. His wicked devices, but he don't remember that. It's Yahweh's that's giving him that technology, giving him the ability to make that technology. And he wouldn't have no power if it wasn't given to him by the Most High.
He feels like he did this on his own. No, man, you were set up to do this. Just like you were set up, you're about to be taken down.
I was gonna say a good example of them corrupting themselves is even the chemtrails. I was listening to the video before we got on here.
They gotta breathe the air too.
Yeah, they said people are going to Romania to get fresh food, but they spraying the skies with chemtrails. How do you know that it ain't over there? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the fires that he's causing in Canada, and it's making all these cities in America you have bad air quality and whatnot. There's reports on the news saying these are like the worst air quality in these cities' history and whatnot. But it's all It's all his device. Let me grab this real quick, because he only gets his power from Yahweh. John 19:11, Yahweh answered, "Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above." So
everything comes from the Most High, man.
There you go.
Every rulership, every kingdom that's been established on the earth is because the Most High ordained it to be. You see, and just like the Most High allowed you Edomites to rule, your time is coming to an end now. This shit that the WEF is trying to do it's not finna come to full fruition, man. You see?
Job 5:12. Huh?
Yep. I grab that real quick. Job 5. It says, in 12, it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. So what you Edomites are trying to do in the earth, the Most High is not with it, man. He's going to allow it to come to pass to a certain extent, and then when you think you have it in the bag, man, he's going to slap the play out of your hand. You see? So let's get back into that, Job.
Can I get?
Oh, yeah.
God. So I got Psalms chapter 37. I'm gonna read verse 20. It says, "But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of Yahweh shall be as the fat of lambs. They shall consume. Into smoke shall they consume away." I'm gonna jump down through verse 37. It says, "Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright. For the end of that man is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off."
Yeah. And that's the outcome every time we read about the wicked being cut off, and that's exactly what's about to happen to the so-called white race, man. You see? So let's go back into Job.
Right. Job 20 and verse 7. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
And this is the outcome of the Edomite race, man. See, after 1,000 years of hardcore bondage in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be completely erased. Because, like we were saying yesterday at camp, there's no need for the wicked in the earth in the righteous kingdom, man. You see, you're serving your purpose right now here in this wicked ass society that you've established on the earth through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This is what you are being used for right now. You see? Fire is going to come to destroy the land of America, and all you Edomites who perish on this side, you're going to be reincarnated in the kingdom of heaven as slaves, man. And once that period of slavery is over, once you serve your judgment by being slaves upon the rest of the kingdom of heaven, you out of there, man. We're going to fucking just exterminate you. Because there is no place for cancer like you Edomites in the earth. And when paradise is established, man.
They're only used right now is to be the sword for Yahweh Bashim Yahshai to punish the 2/3, man.
That's right.
And in the kingdom, they ain't gonna need to be punished anymore.
So ain't no need for the sword.
Yep.
That's right. You got it, bro. Unless you got something else.
Yeah, really quick. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
And that's what, and look, man. Look, man. And this is what this man has done. This beautiful creation that the Most High has made. You see, the earth is supposed to be a paradise. Esau's turning into a complete hell, man. Every operation that the Most High has established is right. You see, and you know, from the beginning, Esau has come and just dismantled it, man. You see? No, that shouldn't be this. Let me do it like this. Let me do it like that. Now, the Most High was wrong about this. No, a man can do this, and a woman can be this, and everything is fucking upside down, man. The topsy-turvy.
He can even do it in the simplest form, just the way we get our water. There's back in the ancient times, you've seen how all these water wells were around all these old nations, man. And that's how everybody used to get a lot of their drinking water, man. You know, out here in the mountains, you got a lot of fresh springs. And this Edomite goes through this whole process of saying, no, I have to clean out the water a certain way to give it back to you. Not knowing that it's not purified the correct way, man.
Man, fuck everything.
And they sell it to us.
How you fuck up paradise in plastic? How you fuck up paradise?
Takes down the trees and tries to make his own filters for the air.
Yeah, this nigga talking about, yeah, we coming up with these natural air filters. That's what the trees are made for. These artificial big ass fucking industrial sized fans or whatever to filter the air. That's why the Most High created the trees.
There's natural ways to get electricity, and he fucked all that shit up too.
Everything you Edomites are trying to do, the Most High has already done it before, man. He's already done it, man.
And he's a perfect creation of destruction, man.
Yeah, that nigga, yeah. You got it.
What was it that Char used to always bring up? The Lorax?
Yeah.
Like you brother said, he's making take peace from the earth, but in the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be a kingdom of peace. So he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't gonna need. So that's what you do with the council. You cut it completely out. You see, and get it going, man.
I gotta say one.
You got it.
Revelation 21, verse 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
And the only ones who are going to enter in first and foremost is what? The remnant of Israel. See, then the rest of our nation will be reincarnated into the kingdom. But the kingdom ain't for you Edomites, man.
Right.
You see? All these pagan Edomite Christians thinking that they're about to be in the kingdom of heaven just having a good old jolly time. Nah, hell nah.
You could be there to build it up, man.
Right. Your ass is gonna be there. You're gonna be in your hell, we're gonna be in our heaven. Just like we're in our hell in hell right now up under you and you're in your heaven, the roles are gonna be reversed, man. Trading places. You see?
God. I got one more. Verse 24. It says, and the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
That goes into that word that we read about in Isaiah 60, man. The forces of the Gentile are going to be brought. You see?
Which that brother dream. That brother, he had a dream. I don't know if your brother saw it, but he literally he had a dream that we came down with Yahweh Shai, and the heathen were giving food to, like putting plates of food or whatever they had in front of us. And he said some were cheering, some were crying, because some were going to get blessed and some are going to get cursed.
True, but that's reality of it.
And he said all the brothers that came off, we looked at each other because we were all decked out. He said we were bad. And then he said Yahweh Shai gave off the first roar, and then all the elect roared with him.
Yeah, watch that. Hey, send it to the chat.
Yeah, it's on there.
All right, kind. All right, let's keep going. Woo! I'm gonna watch that. I need that.
He said in the vision, in the dream, he had a vision, but he said your pool is gonna be like liquid gold with rubies and diamonds in it and gems that's gonna nourish your body.
Right. Why do stuff? I need that right there, man. Bro, like when it says he shall wear out the saints, man.
Wear him out.
Like, bro, we all wore out up under this, man. So that's why we need the Lord to come and save us, man. If you ain't crying out for Yahweh to come and save you, man, you in the wrong fucking spirit. Because this ain't it, man. You see, this is not it, man.
Right. Verse 8. So Job 20 and verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Because at the end of the day, all the problems caused that are in the earth is caused by the Edomite race, man. You see? And them ruling in wickedness. It's caused everything to be thrown out of order. You see? Because if he was establishing the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, life would be better, man. Mm-hmm. But you're giving everybody just liberty to do whatever they want to do in this earth. And we see, man, people are depressed at an all-time high. The murder rate is at an all-time high. The suicide rate is at an all-time high. Obesity is through the roof. Man, just everything. Everything, man. This is all caused by Esau ruling. The adultery rate, the divorce rate, you see? Children rebelling against their parents. All this is because Esau doesn't establish order in the earth, man.
Even the wars all happen because why? Because
he making money off of it.
And he's the one who make the elite, the wicked elite. Wartime is
profit.
They cash out.
Good.
So Job 20 and verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
Exactly, man. You see all these motherfuckers walking around in the earth right now having a good ass time. The time is gonna come where you won't see them ever again, man. You see? And this is what the Most High has ordained for this nation of people. They're gonna be completely cut off. Okay, I prove. Obadiah 1 and nope, real quick. Obadiah 1 and 9. I'm gonna jump to 18. Obadiah 1 and 8, 1 and 9. And thy mighty man, O Taman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. This is what the Most High has prophesied to come upon you people, man. And he tells you why this is going to happen to you. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is why these things are about to happen to you, for what you've done unto our people, man, for what you continue to do unto us. You see, we're still captive in your hand, man. You still haven't let us go. You over here putting usury to the Israelites, working all these damn hours, give us 2 days off just to go back to work again, man. Poison our food, you poison our water. You give Jake this liberty to do whatever they want to do in the earth.
Destroys our women.
Yep, destroys our women, causing our people to transgress against the Most High. You have to pay for all these things, man. You have to pay for everything that you've done. And how the Most High has ordained for you to pay is for every single Edomite man, woman, and child to be cut off completely. Verse 18, jumping down to 18, it says what? And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has spoken it. This is the judgment and fate that awaits you Edomites, man, when it's all said and done. That's why I read that again in Job, bro.
Right. Job chapter 20 and verse 9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
That's right. So according to prophecy, you Edomites are going to be completely eradicated, man, terminated, exterminated, annihilated. You see? Out of here. You have to go. You got it.
I got Isaiah 14.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna start at verse 3 in the Good News translation. It says, the Lord Yahweh will give the people of Israel relief from their pain and suffering and from the hard work they were forced to do. When he does this, they are to mock the king of Babylon and say, the cruel king has fallen. He will never oppress anyone again.
That's right. Because when we finally knock it, we're gonna have rest, man. Because like it tells us, there's still remaining for rest until the people of the Most High. Because you got to understand, man, every day is taxing for those who believe in Yahweh Shai, man. Because we see all the wickedness that goes on in this place. And it's vexing. That's another part of wearing out the saints, man. Having to be around this shit every day. Just having to endure this madness that Esau has going on in this place. You see? This whole society is a form of oppression. Can't even be a man in the society, man. You see? You have any type of standards and morals, motherfuckers look at you crazy. And it shouldn't be that way, man. And this is why the Lord Yahweh Shai has to come and reign the right way. And we are going to mock you fucking Edomites in the kingdom of heaven. You see, you're going to be the laughing stock of the world, man. Go ahead.
Says verse 5, Yahweh has ended the power of the evil rulers.
That's right.
Who angrily oppressed the peoples and never stopped persecuting the nations they had conquered. Now at least the whole world enjoys rest and peace, and everyone sings for joy. The cypress tree and the cedars of Lebanon rejoice over the fallen king, because there is no one to cut them down. And now that he is gone,
even the trees are going to be rejoicing that the Edomites are going, because you're going all throughout the earth, just the deforestation, that's what they call it, is at an all-time high, man. When the Most High tells you there's certain trees that don't supposed to be cut down.
Yeah.
You see, then you want to talk about the CO2 level. Well, if you left the trees alone, it'll be better. Cutting down all the damn forests to build a Starbucks.
he'll go and destroy a whole forest just to get one battery cell for a Tesla.
Boy. You Edomites, you done a lot of damage, and that's why it tells you what. Oh, destroy him that destroyed the earth. See if I can find it real quick.
I got a quick one. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, and verse 3. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 3 in the Apocrypha. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
What you read?
Sirach 10:3.
What verse 1 say?
3.
Oh,
What?
oh yeah. So verse 1 says,
one.
all right, Ecclesiastes, otherwise known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
And we don't see wise instruction coming out from these rulers, man. They're allowing people to just do whatever they want to do in the earth, and it's a fucking madhouse. This won't be. You see how the society is set up? It won't be this way in the kingdom of heaven, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be well ordered and righteousness. You see? And it's going to cause the earth to go back into a state of paradise, man. You see? A complete 180 of what we're seeing right now, where everything is just destructive, man.
Woo.
You got it.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
So that's why we see nothing but wickedness go for, man. This is how we know the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And all we see going forth is wickedness, and all we see the people practicing and operating in is what? Wickedness, man. This is what the elite are doing. that fucking you can do whatever you want to do, that goes back to Satanism, man. Do as thou wilt. And we see the results of it, man. We see the fruit of it. It's nothing profitable coming from this, man. And this is why this man needs, but he will be taken down. Keep going, bro.
Right. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And this is what we're longing for, man. This is what we're crying out for. You see? We're crying out for the Lord to set our King Yahweh Shai upon the throne so he can rule in righteousness, judgment, and justice in the earth, man. You got it.
Right. In the hand of the Most High is the prosperity of man, and upon the person of the scribe shall he lay his honor.
That's good right there.
You got it.
I just wanted to bring it out on Good News.
Good.
This is in the Good News translation 1-5, chapter 10. It says, a wise ruler will educate his people, and his government will be orderly. All the officials and all the citizens will be like the ruler. An uneducated king will ruin his people, but a government will grow strong if its rulers are wise. The Lord sees the government of the world and brings the right person to power at the right time. The success of the person is in the Lord's hands. The Lord is the source of the honor given to any official.
That's what it is, man. And this is why, like when we say that Esau needs to be taken down, people look at us like we're hateful, we're big as no, man. Well, we do hate this motherfucker, but at the end of the day, this man does not know how to rule. The earth is not supposed to be in this condition. The oceans are not supposed to be polluted. You see? You got endangered species on the earth. He's cutting down all the trees. The oceans are polluted with all type of plastic and rubber and oil spills. You see? Our children are not safe. The men can't be men. The women are just all in the earth having liberty to gather abroad. This is out of order, man. It's fucking complete chaos down here. This man has to go, and he's the root cause of it all, man. Point blank, period. What you got?
Just right, right when the so-called white man started to rule on the planet Earth, what does the scriptures say? I'm gonna read First Maccabees 1:9. This is talking about right after Alexander, the so-called Great, died, who was a Macedonian Greek. This verse 9, it says, after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
So when these devils came into power, man, that's when wickedness started to grow in the earth. You see? And it's been like that since from the Greeks all the way up until now as the Americans, man. And it's even worse now in this time because this shit is spread worldwide now. You see?
Reached unto heaven. Sins have reached unto heaven. Satellites and shit.
He has to go, man.
He's in the dominion, he's in Yahweh's dominion. He ain't supposed to put things in the heavens, He's got his satellites and whatnot up there.
Fucking Space Force, nigga tripping.
He
got to go, man. So let's
right.
Do you brothers holding something over there?
Yeah, I got one. This is Ecclesiasticus 30, verse 14. Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. It says, there is no, verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body and no joy above the joy of the heart. And I got that because, we were talking about how, the wicked, he might have his time ruling right now, but really he's suffering because not only does he have a horrific future to live, but right now, you look at these elite and they're not happy right now. That's why they're bringing out their last, hoorah, because this is the end for them, The Lord's plaguing them. Like that one that just died with a heart, they put like 100 hearts in that dude. Bro, we're better off in our poverty as we are now, waiting for the Lord than anything else right now, So we're actually in a good setting. We're in a good spot.
Job 18, verse 5, also the light of the wicked is extinguished, and there does not shine a spark of his fire.
So yeah, that's his end all be all, man. His entire existence, his entire family tree is gonna be plucked out of the earth, man. Because the earth has no place for that type of spirit here, man. He has to go. Let's get it.
Con. Job chapter 20 and verse 10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods.
That's what you had a couple years ago when the pandemic first popped off. They was tearing down their fucking forefather statues. They're trying to condemn Christopher Columbus, and they want to take down Mount Rushmore. Nah,
For the professional teams and shit.
nah, we saw that at before camp. Well, after camp,
Camp.
they changed the fucking Washington to the Commanders, and changed the Cleveland Indians to the Guardians. Nah,
Here in Denver, South High School was the Rebels, and they changed it to South Ravens.
nah, we don't, nah. Keep it as it was, man. Because that shit does not change what you've done over the course of time to our people. And you still have to pay for every single drop of Israelite blood that was shed at the hands of the Edomite race, man. You have to pay.
With Joe Biden was hosting the Juneteenth concert at the White House.
The fuck out of here. DJ Jazzy Jeff and shit.
He can't
Go ahead,
stand
bro.
up, bro. He's
Huh?
falling over and shit. That guy.
You better
Who
die.
that?
That
What kind of guy?
did you see when he fell in Colorado? His freaking diapers were all exposed. His shame was showing. You know. That's what it means. Though we're better off, even though we're poor and you suffer in your poverty and your tribulations and trials. But we're better than the elite, though they have trillions of dollars for their defense.
You look up the Cleveland Indians and that pops up.
Fucking Guardians, man. You know what it is.
Not gonna work. Job chapter 20 and verse 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
Because he can't do right, man. Can I do good who was accustomed to doing evil? No, he can't do right. So even in the land of uprightness, you see, the wicked shall not understand, man. Because right now, what are they gonna have going on all month in the land of Israel right now? King City. You see?
Yeah.
Completely off, man.
Fairyland.
And that's all I'm saying. Every Edomite, bro. Every tribe of Esau, they're all fucked up. Because all his bones, bro. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh means your relatives.
And he was born this way. He was born to be this, man.
Yeah.
You see, he was born to be the wicked the Bible speaks of. That's what the Most High made him to do. You see, going all the way back to Cain. You see?
Right. Job 20 and verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asps within him.
Mm-hmm.
He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
Why? Because they're reserved for us, man.
Yep.
See, those riches that all these elite have is going to be turned over into our possession because we're coming into what? Ownership of the planet Earth. We're going to have dominion, where every single resource is going to be in our possession. This is what these elite are hoarding up those riches for, and they're going to cough it up. They don't need no riches in slavery. They about to go on shackles and chains. What they need riches for?
They ain't gonna shine the way JP shining out here, bro.
Nah, we're gonna use those all them damn gold bars they have in those vaults. I seen one vault, man. They had so much damn gold in there, sitting on pallets. Pallets of gold, man. That shit is gonna be melted down to pave our streets. You see? So yeah.
What you just read about that.
What you got?
Tobit 13, verse 16. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones. Thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold, and the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl and carbuncle and stones of Ophir. And that Ophir, when you understand what that is, that's talking about America, because it says in Isaiah 13, I shall make a man more precious than the gold wedge of Ophir. So literally, when the Lord destroys America, he's going to give us there's wealth that ain't even been seen or experienced yet. The Lord's going
Which
to
that Ophir in the ancient times, it dealt with like trade and merchants, you know, kind of
Yeah.
like the Panama Canal. You
yeah,
know,
but this
just-
is talking about the future. That when
Ah,
New Jerusalem, the actual new, new heaven and new earth are built.
yeah.
There's wealth that hasn't even, because you got to remember Esau's cursed from the earth. The earth doesn't give its strength to Esau. It's going to give its strength to Israel.
I got what you holding your call?
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
What's coming, man? You Edomites are completely exalted in your pride, and the Most High is about to humble you, and the world is going to witness it. The world is about to witness the greatest fall of a nation of people it has ever seen with the fall and collapse of Esau's power structure, man. You see? Because they're all in that spirit who can war with the beast. Yeah, how about Shemi Hawashai is going to show you that this man is nothing, man. He's going to show you this. They have this great military, this fucking navy that spans the fucking entire globe. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to end it in an hour. You see? To show you this man is nothing. He's only been set up to do what the Most High has allowed him to do or needs him to do to fulfill prophecy. That's it.
God.
Let's keep going, bro.
Right? Job 20 and verse 16.
Hold up, my bad. Y'all got priests up? You got one? No. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one.
What you got?
This is Psalms chapter 49 and verse 10. For he seeth that wise men die, likewise the fool and the brutish person perish and leave their wealth to others.
That's what. You know why? Because at the end of the day, wealth never disappears, man. It's like the Apostle Paul long ago. Wealth never disappears; it's only transferred. You see, so all that wealth they have stored up in those vaults, like I say, these motherfuckers probably got fucking vaults and mountainsides full of gold and riches and treasures. It's being reserved to be given over to us, man. Because you got to understand, we're about to be taken from this low condition, to be exalted back to gods. So we're gonna be on a different level, man. We're gonna cause y'all just brought up, the earth is gonna yield its strength to us, man. Because that's a part of our blessings. The earth is gonna be producing so much gold, like it's gonna be like, goddamn,
Yeah.
But whatever these nations have boarded up now is gonna be given over to us. Because you read in the news how all these nations are buying all these tons of gold. That's for us, baby. That's ours. You see?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
A good example is, how they get these gems and things out of the earth? They use explosives. And we're about to see the greatest explosion on earth. And there's going to reveal gems for us, bro. Beautiful things.
Shut up. Yep. Yeah. What's up?
I got Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 18. It says, Thou hast defiled thy sanctuaries by the multitude of thy iniquities, by the iniquity of thy traffic. Therefore will I bring forth a fire from the midst of thee, it shall devour thee, and I will bring thee to ash upon the earth in the sight of all them that behold thee. All they that know thee among the people shall be astonished at thee, that thou be a terror, and never shalt thou be any more. So that's basically what we're looking forward to, is the destruction of Esau-Edom, man.
Yes, we are.
And it's all throughout the scriptures. Just as Israel is throughout the whole scriptures, that the remnant's going to receive mercies from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Throughout the whole scriptures, you got that the wicked will be destroyed.
And that's the only outcome. You see, and the Most High is allowing this to happen to show the world what happens when you live after wickedness, man. There's only one outcome for it, man. Death and destruction. You see? And Esau's going to be made the prime example.
And Salakia, I forgot to read verse 17. It says, Thy heart was lifted up because of thy beauty. Thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings that they may behold thee. That's where you're going to get all these nations that are going to look at Esau-Edom and be like, hey, how are you brought down to the ground and made weak like us?
This is the will of the Lord. That's why. See, you motherfuckers not special, man. You're not this great people. The Most High just has you in this power seat to fulfill the things that He said according to prophecy. You see,
God.
you are the revival of that fourth beast to rule on the earth for a certain period of time, and now it's time for you to be taken down. You see, according to our Father's will, man.
God. I got a set.
What you got?
Isaiah 14, verse. Should have moved. Give me 1 second. It is verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. This is Isaiah 14:9.
And they
Hell
ain't
from
talking about some place under the ground. It's talking about a low condition.
right,
You see,
right. It says, to meet thee at thy coming, it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Now I
because
got
what? Because the heathen nations are going to rebel against this place, man.
I'm gonna get Revelation 11:18 for the
Will you grab that Isaiah 14:16, Baba Kusha?
verse.
There?
It says, verse 16,
Yeah.
they that
Mhm.
shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
Uh,
And that's going into the future after his kingdom is destroyed. You know, we're gonna have even Edomite zoos of these, because it says we got to pay them back for what they done unto us. They have, you know.
Because at the end of the day, the nations, because Esau is about to be put back in his natural state, has been a lowly, weakly as nation of people. You see, they're going back to that natural state, and the heathen are gonna look like this motherfucker here,
Yeah,
this
They
cave
have all
beast,
the power?
yo.
No.
And you're gonna understand that the only reason he has any type of power or any pull in the earth is because the Most High has allowed it, man. The Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men to set up over it whomsoever he will. You see, and he's giving it to who? The basis of men, and that's what he's going back to. He's going back to his baseness, man. You see?
Yep. And then eventually nothing. Gone.
Extinction. It says in Revelation 11, verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Which who's that? Esau. We've been going
Oh, yeah,
into.
that's right. That's fucking right.
And the temple of Yahweh and his son Yahushua was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament, and there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and an earthquake and great hail, which we were going in. You know how the earth is going to give us this wealth. You know, the Lord is going to, bro, he's going to fucking destroy him, and we're going to get rich off the destruction, brothers. You know, all we got to do is
Transfer.
yeah, because
Transfer.
it says they're planning on getting rich off our destruction, you know, which we know like 9/11 that they do certain things to get paid from killing people.
And they have gone rich since they started putting us in captivity, man.
Right. So once their destruction comes, we're gonna have them in captivity, which we've been going through over and over again, and eventually they're gonna build that wealth back up.
Just the way they got wealthy off of free labor.
Hey, like it said, they're gonna vomit it up.
Yep.
You know?
Gonna give it right back up.
Right. Job chapter 20 and verse 16.
You got one?
Oh, so
Yeah, I got Psalms 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. 4. Give them according to their deeds and according to their wickedness of their endeavors. Give them often after the work of their hands, render to them their desert.
Because that Job, what was it, Job 20, where it says when they shall sit down and is it in 20? When they shall eat, celebrating their new world order.
Yeah, we about to come into that now. We about to read that now.
Because it says give them their dessert. He just read that. What's the Lord going to give them for dessert? Destruction, slavery. He's going to give them
Yep.
To their works.
according to their works, double unto them.
Job chapter 20 and verse 16. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be.
And that's the true reparations, man. You see? That's the true reparations. Fuck it down the check so you can get some fiat currency. No. The true wealth, the true riches is what's going to be restored unto us, man.
Yeah, I think that's
All that wealth that they have hoarded up, it belongs to us, and that's what we're going to receive. You got it.
All right. Job chapter 20 and
Restitution be shall
If I
not
can get a
rejoice.
step, if I can get a step, because what he just read, because it says that he's gonna work for certain things and not experience them. Just like we built houses and we haven't been able to live in them. We built gardens and we can't eat from them. So Esau's gonna suffer that too. He's gonna, get resources and not be able to eat from it, like honey and different things like that. He's not gonna live a happy life. It says, this is for the rich man and Lazarus in Luke 16, and I'm going to get verse 24. And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water. So he's asking for mercy. And cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things, but now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
That's right. Because what? It's going to be a real life trading places, man.
Yep.
You know?
all right. So finishing off Job 20 and verse 18, it says, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not.
We were going into that yesterday account. What's the house he took away violently? The land of America by way of rape, robbery, and murder. Oh, Sirach, somebody get Sirach 10 and 8 real quick. That's the spirit. Going back
Also,
to
the land of Israel. He took the land of Israel with the
that. That as well. That as well.
That's Sirach
You see?
10 and 8.
Yep.
Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's exactly what you're about to witness, man. Shit, you know what? That's what you're witnessing now. Because the transfer of power is already happening. You see? And it's going to be fully fulfilled when the Lord Yahweh Shah returns. Everything that you got in the earth has been by way of rape, robbery, and murder by that blessing that you received in the form of the sword. Now everything is about to be taken away from you and given unto who? The Israelites, man, beginning with our Lord Yahweh Shah. So we know what the future holds, man. We know this fucking new world order that you're trying to establish, your shit is gonna fail, man. You see, it doesn't come to pass as you motherfuckers have thought of it in your mind. You see? We're letting you know what's happening before it even happens. And that's what prophets do.
Right.
You got it.
All right. Let's see here. Verse 20, Job 20, verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired.
There it is. Because you think you got this thing sold up, but no, the Most High is going to throw monkey wrench after monkey wrench after monkey wrench into your plans, man. It's not going to be smooth sailing into the new world order. No. You see? You're going to be disquieted. There's going to be snares and traps laid for you in the way to take you, man. You see? This new world order, it doesn't work. It was never, it doesn't work. It don't work, man.
The horror movie, bro.
Straight up.
bro. Yeah, Bashimi outside worked it perfectly, bro.
Exactly. He got you motherfuckers in the trip bag thinking that you're about to fulfill this when he about to put a rug from under your feet, man. You see?
Just like the Tower of Babel back then. It didn't work back then. It ain't gonna work
They
now.
thought they were about to build a Tower of Babel then.
Well, did we grab that? Job 5 and 12?
Yeah, I get it already. Yeah.
They're gonna their own device is gonna fall upon them.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Job chapter 20 and verse 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
You see that? In the fullness of his sufficiency, man. He shall be in straight. So when he thinks he has his thing sold up, he's trying to do this thing, he's trying to bring it to pass, he's gonna be in a difficult position. You see? Because the Most High has it set up where everything's gonna be against him. And it says what? The hands of the wicked goes into the laborers, you see, are gonna rise up against them, man. Because everything is about to go into a state of chaos, according to prophecy, man. So once again, this ain't gonna just be smooth sailing into some damn new world order. No, man. It's, you know why? Because it ain't ordained for it to come to pass. Oh, you verse 23, right? Unless y'all hold us on, what y'all got? I ain't got nothing.
A quick one, Amos 1 and 11.
Word.
It says, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and kept his wrath forever. It says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the places of Bozrah.
And that's what awaits you, Edomites, man. Destruction. You see, destruction awaits. Every day closer is a day closer to your destruction. Every day that passes is a day closer to your destruction, man. You see, according to what the Most High has willed. That was on that?
Huh.
Y'all holding over there?
Yeah, Isaiah 14, verse 4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? This golden city ceased. Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. And so, like the brother began, everybody's going to be trying to get Esau in a minute. Even these these hired hands that are helping Esau come against us, like the UN, which are the other heathen, they're going to turn against Esau and attack him.
Right. Yeah. You got one?
Yeah, Philippians chapter 3, verse 18 for 19. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach. 19, whose end is destruction, whose power is their belly, and whose glory is their shame, who mind earthly things.
Right, which also is dealing with the Israelites too. The 2/3, they took out the way of the heathen. They look after the heathen for what to do and how to live and how to conduct themselves. And if they're following the wicked, they're operating wickedly. So the Lord's going to destroy the wicked and them that do wickedly.
Because 2/3 about to get caught up in the destruction of America.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they love the part. They want to be along hand in hand with Esau, man.
Right, because like when Yahweh was crucified, yeah, it was a Roman cross, but who begged Caesar to hang him?
Jake.
Jake did that, rejected it.
And not only that, and then said, "Let his blood be upon us and our children." So, all right, you're gonna get exactly what you asked for.
Right.
That's crazy. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Job chapter 20 and verse 23.
Man.
When he is about to fill his belly,
When you think he got it in the back, he got that fucking what's that nigga?
Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns, he got that Mr. Burns hand rub going on. You see? He think he got it sold up. What's gonna happen?
it says, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
So he gonna get a lot of. He gonna start to open the way where this new world order is gonna be rolled out. You see, he think like, oh, we doing it. We got this. As soon as he think he got it sold up, the fury of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to be poured upon this man. You see?
That check is gonna hit him. That check his ass wrote.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna make a quick
Oh,
point.
go ahead.
And you know, the MOTB, that's gonna be symbolic to him eating, you know what I'm saying, making that thing mandatory. And as soon as that is made mandatory, we can look for the destruction to come, man.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. See, cause he don't get a lot of people with that shit. He don't get so many people with it. He think he gonna like, oh well, we did this shit. We did it. We fucking did it. Who is Yahweh? We did it. And then as soon as they think they got it sold up, destruction. You see?
This is how he gonna be looking.
Yeah.
Rothschild.
Yeah, he's only going to be able to get 2/3 of our people.
Can I get a step real quick?
You gotta look at it.
Lamentations 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. So the Lord's saying, rejoice, go ahead. Be glad you're about to get your new world order. Because it's going to make you drunk, and your shame is going to be revealed at your destruction as well. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. And that's dealing with us in our repentance, you know. We're standing up on our feet. Hey, we sinned. That's why we're here. Forgive us. And now we're doing what is right, according to Yahweh Shemel Shai. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. So that right there, the Lord has sworn his new world order is going to fail. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's right. So, and how is that being done? Because Most High has his mouthpiece out here in the earth, prophesying and telling the world of all the atrocities that you've done, man. We're prophesying, telling you that, hey, the fate and judgment that's coming upon you for all these atrocities that you've committed in the earth. Because what? We're the witnesses, and we're testifying against the fugitive, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So everything this man has done, we bringing it to court and we putting it on the table. Exhibit A, Exhibit B, Exhibit C. You see? Just showing the world the madness that you Edomites have done and that you're still doing. You see? And letting you know, hey, the Lord said he's going to judge your ass, man. And it's coming. It is coming.
Can I get Jeremiah 49:12?
You got it.
This is Jeremiah 49 verse 12. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall go, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
And that's what's about to happen because the Most High did all this to his people, man. You see, and we weren't set up to be the servants of the earth. We're just going through this to do what? Fulfill prophecy. So you think if the Most High did this to the people that he loves and adores, and you think you're just gonna what? Just sail off and just be all good? No. This cup that we're drinking from, you see that we're about to finish in the form of Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be taken out of our hand and passed to you Edomites, man. And you're gonna drink the fullness of that cup, man.
Yeah.
You see?
Another one. Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her place come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
And that's what's about to come upon Babylon the Great, man. You see, the Most High about to destroy the cash cow, and the rest of the system is going to follow, man. You see?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, keep on that joke. You got one.
Yeah. This is Nahum 3 and 4, because America is also a Nineveh, spiritually Nineveh in the scripture. This is verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show thy nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
That's right. And that's exactly what's about to happen because what? The wickedness of America has spread worldwide now, man. Everywhere. The wickedness of America is everywhere now. And who's caused that to happen? Esau, man. He goes to these heathen nations and try to force these wicked ways in the form of democracy upon these heathen who don't want nothing to do with that because they see the results of it, man. You establish democracy and 5 years later, your women is outside twerking on the goddamn power line. You see? Remember that shit in some Afghanistan somewhere? It was a bitch on the pole twerking, shaking her ass. You see? That's the fruit of democracy, man.
Influence of the whore.
They give you the democracy, and next thing you know, rainbow flags is popping up on everybody goddamn doorstep. You see, they flying and exalting rainbow flags and shit. You see? And this is going worldwide. But now the Most High is gonna burn this place up. You see?
Hey, and there's a lot of things that this Edomite has done, man, that they have to pay for, man. Just everything they've done to Jake on its own, man. You go back and you also see these zoos. What do they used to have back in the zoos? They used to have Jake as an attraction to the zoos, man. Sitting there in cages, man.
Esau's full of wickedness, man. His track record speaks for itself, man. And that's what this is. It says, discover thy skirts upon thy face. This is what the prophets are doing. We're exposing him. We're bringing out his wickedness, letting it be known.
Yep.
You got one.
Job chapter 20 and verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
So that way, right? That was perfect. You see? The iron weapon is what? The ICBM missile, man. This is what's being reserved for the Edomites. This is their judgment here in the land of America. To be destroyed by 200 million thermonuclear warheads, man. You see that? That's what's coming. You see? You got it.
Verse 25. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, the glistening the glistering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him.
So that glittering sword is what? The missiles, man. Was going to rain down upon this land, like we just read in Revelation 18. Fire awaits, man. The cash cow of the world, Babylon the Great America, is going to build up, be burned up, and then the rest of Esau's empire is going to collapse after that, man. Because they think they're going to go up in these caves and just be tucked off into the destructions overpass. They're going to come back out, like the Phoenix. The Phoenix, that's what they think. The Phoenix that rises from the ashes. Hell no. What's about to rise after the destruction of America is what? The kingdom of heaven, man. Led by our Lord Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, there ain't no Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? You know how Star Trek, they're out there in space trying to conquer the universe, with the American flag.
No, sir. You got it.
Right. Job 20, verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
A fire not blown shall consume him. It's talking about what? That nuclear destruction, man.
It's plain as day.
Plain.
To the elect.
Yeah, because that's not what it means. That's not what it means. You guys are screwing up the scriptures, man. God is love. Jesus would never.
However you want to interpret it.
Forgive your brother,
Yeah.
It says, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle, Lord.
So there's no good outcome coming for you Edomites, man. No matter how you slice it, all of you are going to be punished. Even you on the other side of the world. You're going to be, you right along with your elites are going to be the first fruits of slavery. And these Edomites who perish on this side, they're going to be reborn through you as children in the kingdom of heaven. And we're going to slap shackles and chains with your necks. To make all of them. To make them part of the what? The labor force of building up the kingdom of heaven. You see? And the transition would be complete. You see? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of that follower, man.
God,
Yep.
I'm just looking for that scripture.
Right. Job 20 and verse 27.
Let's
Yeah, something.
y'all holding?
Yeah, I got some. This is Isaiah 41, verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. And thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. And that's what we're doing. We're fanning them by preparing them for slaughter. And the wind, that nuclear destruction, is going to do the rest of the work. It says, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou, which the chariots are going to actually hit, with the fire too. It says, and thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel, which shows you we have to have his name and his son's name to rejoice in him when this destruction comes. It says, when the poor and needy seek water, and there is none, and their tongues faileth for thirst, I, Yahweh, will hear them. I, the power of Israel, will not forsake them. So when the destruction of the wicked come, hey, we're gonna be rejoicing.
Right, because what? Because we know what the fuck we've been through here in this place, man. So when that judgment finally comes, we're gonna be crying tears of joy. Finally, this motherfucker got what was coming to him, man. Finally. Fuck.
Now I got one more real quick. Revelation 18. Revelation 18, since you said that. It's verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai hath avenged you on her.
Finally, man.
That's that brother said. We all roared, bro. We're all new. And he was just like, everybody was just like,
Yeah, watch that. All right, I'm watching that the video after we finish this.
I'll watch it again.
You holding your call?
Yeah, this is Psalm 37, verse 1, 2. Psalm of David. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. 2, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Right. That's right. Judgment is coming for you devils, man.
A short period too, because grass, it only has a short life. If you think about it, it's only a short time that summer is. From spring to fall, it's only a couple months. Really, it's a short time. We only got a short time here left. Even if it was to be another year or a couple, whatever, which we don't believe that. We believe it could happen any, them bring out the chip and then the nuclear destruction. But
when they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them.
Right.
And that's when it's gonna be. Y'all get that device. We can go back to normal, and everybody gonna line up and get that motherfucking thing put up in them. Think everything is gonna be sweet. Destruction is gonna come, man.
Yep.
Best believe it.
And the FDA approving it, that shows you how short our time here is.
Yep. That was it. That's all y'all had over there?
Yeah.
What you got about now?
No.
What you got about now?
I got a quick one, and I'm just gonna bring it out. This Good News translation. It's 2 Ezra 6 and verse 9. Just hit the point. It says Esau represents the end of this age, and Jacob represents the beginning of the new age. See, when we through the scriptures, through the power and will of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, we are given the understanding and knowledge to understand that we're living at the end of Esau's age. Yep. And this is also the startup of the beginning of the new age, which starts with Jacob, man. All right, getting that wisdom understanding from Yahweh Shem Yahshai, letting us know that, hey, the kingdom is coming, man, and y'all better prepare. Now you're going to be burnt right up with Esau Edom when America gets destroyed, man.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, and Christians will say, oh, that's talking about a whole new world, a whole new planet. But all it needs is a refresh. It's going to be refreshed.
Like I tell you in the scripture, the earth about it forever, man. The earth is not going to be destroyed. Only America is going to be destroyed. But the earth, the Most High made the earth to be inhabited, and it abided forever, man.
That's right.
Let me get a set for those 2/3.
Yeah.
What it said, they can't repent really, but they're going to be in the kingdom after they learn it by pain. It says Leviticus 21 and verse 9, this is the law. And I heard it because the apostles, they brought it out, not this week, but the last week. It says, and the daughter of any priest, but you got to remember, Yahushua is the high priest. It says, if she profane herself by playing the whore, which the 2/3, they're playing the whore, she profaneth her father. So the Lord's going to destroy you because you're pretty much being disobedient. She shall be burnt with fire. So, that fulfills that.
Very simple.
Yeah.
2/3 of that spiritual horse will be burned with fire.
Yep.
The 5 unwise.
That one, is that cool? All right. I got one real quick precept. It's Proverbs 3 and verse 31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. For the fraud is abomination to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but his secret is with the righteous. The curse of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is in the house of the wicked, but he blesseth the habitation of the just.
Yo, you Edomites have been cursed to destruction. The people of my curse to judgment, man. That rests upon the Edomites, and it's been that way from the beginning.
The water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that we not Edomites, man.
That secret, it said the secret dwells with the righteous, dealing with this truth.
Yup.
Yeah, that was in me long before I knew the truth, bro. I was like, I never wanted to be an Edomite. You know what I mean?
So, Job chapter 20 and verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
How is iniquity being revealed through the heavens? By way of this truth being broadcast over the internet, man. You see, mainly through YouTube. Everything, and now it's expanded to all these other social media networks where everybody just showing that these people are the devils, how they're destroying the earth, how they just liars and conniving. What's up?
Their tongue falling upon their own head.
Yup. So hey, it's happening, man, and that's what will happen right before the Lord returns.
Yep.
Then shall that wicked be revealed, the son of perdition.
Because that's also a prophecy, man, that these Edomites will be speaking up against themselves.
Yup.
And then as the prophets, what are we supposed to do? Measure the times diligently. The signs, we see the signs, so that's how we know what time we're in.
That's right.
And it say, and the earth shall rise up against him. Even the animals attacking his ass.
Yo. I was watching one video. This bitch was sitting down with a baby bear. The motherfucking bear grabbed that bitch on the face. Oh, I seen another one. This family was walking. It was a fucking bear just walking behind them for miles, stalking their ass. Hey, nigga got ate up by that damn tiger shark in the ocean. Got his ass ate by a shark.
He jumped off the fucking cruise ship.
Man, listen here. So everything is against you damn devils, man.
Yeah. One thing I remember now because you brothers are talking, but 80,000 truck drivers' jobs are pretty much might be removed from the system, which that they're gonna be starving out here. Showing you that everything's against you.
Even their infrastructure, their bridges are collapsing. All
Look
kind
at
of shit.
the weather. The weather, they're flooding right now all over America. There's flooding, ruining their food. And then you got the truckers that are about to get shut down because of the rules they're putting in place. Like California, there's a certain amount of mileages your truck is allowed to have on it in the odometer. And if they don't get a different truck, they're not going to be able to go to the ports to pick up any goods. Like 80,000 drivers that are not going to be able to
buy another truck and be able to keep working.
And it's all by design, because they put those rules and those laws, because this is all Esau's crafty counsel. He's gonna starve out these heathen in 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to starve out everybody, but he's only gonna starve out the heathen in the 2/3.
All right. Job 20 and verse 28. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Complete poverty. That's what you're coming into. Poverty.
World country.
That's right.
Verse 29. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
And this is your fate. You see?
Oh, and you know it's good you said that because I looked up that word portion, and it says this. I'm gonna read the second definition. It says a person's destiny or lot, and in its similar words is destiny, lot, fate.
And that's what it is, man.
That's Esau's fate.
This
man.
is your fate. You see, you devils are going
Listen,
down, man. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
What's up?
Oh, I was just saying that's your part because in the Good News translation it says for portion it says that faith.
That's in that.
Ah.
This is the fate of the Edomite nation, man.
Yep, and they know it. That's why it's in that movie Terminator. Remember, she passes out right before when she has that dream, which we have the sign. That's the dream she has, and she carves in that table "No Fate" because she tries to go against. They show the one that creates the nuclear bomb in that movie Terminator is a so-called black man, and she tries to kill him. You know that shows Esau knows that their destruction is at the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and in their stupidity, they think they're gonna go to war against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Which they're not. You know, they're not.
Yeah, just really quick on that word portion. So that was that I read as a noun, but as a verb, it means to divide. So or another, and those other similar words are allocate, distribute, hand out, dish out. This is what the Most High is going to dish out to you, going to hand out to you.
God.
Allocate
Yep.
is your
And that's
fall,
what
man.
for you to be taken out of power, and for your precious land of America to be destroyed, man. And the rest and the rest of your power structure, your system, is gonna follow right behind it, man. So this is the fate of the Edomite nation, man. This is what you have to look forward to. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect, man. We're gonna end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem,
Yahushai,
Ba'Shem, Rakah,
Quadash.
A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful let I give out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai has created us to be. With that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba,
To the elect.